Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. 2018 Ford Focus. This is one of them that I really don't want to do on the camera. Not because I don't want to film that part, but this is kind of one of them unique situations where it could potentially be very difficult to find a problem. So anyway, let me tell you what I did. Well, I don't need to get them, but anyway, you'll know, you understand. So I was asked to get two new keys, and yes, essentially put them, program them into the computer. Can't talk for some reason. The actual complaint is that it cannot detect keys. All right, so that's the message that's on the dash, and they looked up something somewhere, it doesn't matter. Long story short, they asked me to put two keys in. I did put two keys in. He called me back. He said, well, that didn't fix the problem. It's still giving me the same message. The car will just sit there and just tell them that there's no key detected, but then it'll work again a little while later. Well, that's the odd part. So they talked about what could it be? Maybe a body control module. This is a dealer. This car came from an auction. That right there is a Ford body control module. So yes, I installed another body control module in this vehicle, and guess what? That again did not fix the problem. It's doing the same thing it's been doing right from the get-go. There was never any talk, let me be straight up front with you, there was never any talk about doing proper diagnostics on this vehicle to find out what is going on. Now, here is what I know. I did a couple of keys just up the road. So I figured I'm gonna go ahead and drive the car up there, and periodically I turn it on, turn it off. It ran fine, it runs fine. It does it right now. It'll start right up, runs perfectly fine, no problem at all. But at some point in time, when the vehicle was sitting up there, I got back in it when I got done programming these keys in this truck. So I got in it, wow. No key detected. So at that point in time, I didn't know that the problem wasn't fixed yet because I had just put the new body control module in it and programmed everything. So at that point in time, I didn't know it. So gears started turning. Hey, I'm gonna plug my tool in real quick. So I plugged my tool in, and one of the things that, well, I plugged my tool in, I tried to communicate to see if I could see anything. Well, the one thing that I couldn't do is communicate with any of the modules. There was nothing happening, and then I turned my module around, and I'm like, oh, there ain't no light. There's no power on the DLC. So there is no power on the DLC. No power on DLC, no communication. I mean, goes without saying. So here is where we're at right now. The unfortunate part of it is, I can sit here and plug up anything that I want to and see if there's any code, because there's not any codes, because the vehicle is driving, obviously starting and driving right now. So this is kind of where I'm at. So basically, I have an idea. Since this is a phenomenon that only happens, in my opinion, what appears to be a heat soak. You know, I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, there's something wrong with the fuse box. So we're going to start out by, I'm going to start out by taking the glove box back out of the vehicle, and we're going to get us some kind of light, test light, whatever you want to call it, set up, and we're going to go drive this vehicle. Now, I might not bring you along with that when I do this, but we're going to go drive this vehicle and see if we're losing power on the main wire. I haven't pulled it up yet, so sorry about that. I wanted to tell you what's going on first before I do this, and it is getting late tonight, so that's not going to happen tonight. That's going to be tomorrow another day. I'm going to pull it up on the computer. I'll show you. I did look at it a little bit on the wiring diagram to see what's what. There is maxi fuses that actually power the body control module. And I do believe I want to go, it's that plug right here. I want to go there first and make sure that we're not losing a combined power. You know, on this one here, at some point in time when all this happened, I had 3 fuses, they were blown. So that's a clue. But anyway, I'm gonna turn the camera off for right now. Like I said, I'm not gonna do any more tonight. I'm gonna get cleaned up, get a bite to eat, and there'll be a discussion for tomorrow. Do a continuation. So now I've got the dashboard. I got the glove box removed. I got a test light stuck on one of the power feeds coming in. There's 2 main wires coming into it. I want to go drive now. Come back over here, shut the vehicle off until we get to the point where it does not, where it says the key is not detected, because I want to make sure that the power stays on the body control module. All right, ladies and gentlemen, very, very small window. Very, very small window. I've been literally driving this thing around the block. It just now did the key not detect, and we lost power on one of the wires going in. I'm gonna have to get underneath there, guys. Sorry about that. I got the, oh shoot, light. That is a, like I said, it is a very, very small window. One of the main power wires has got a barely feed. My test light is barely on. The red wire has nothing. The yellow wire is barely on, and the power to my DLC yes. So as I said, there is no power right now to the DLC at all. And I suspect that's what I wanted to find out. So at this point in time, we're going to go pull us up a wiring diagram and see what's going on with the wire, with the red wire. Like I said, the yellow one is barely lighting the test light, and these are big wires. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this is a battery junction box. The Megafuse 4, the Megafuse 9. Those are the ones, hopefully you can see that. They're the body control module. Which is which? Honestly, I did not look that up. All I know is one is out, one is weak. And they are coming back. So, I need to find, what I haven't done yet, let me tell you right away, what I haven't done yet is I have not looked at ground locations just yet. To be honest, this is the first time that I myself noticed it lasting this long. Now it literally still ain't got no power. I mean, and this was the reason me telling you that we have a very small window, because that's what it was. We had a small window. You know, we was able to turn it off for a couple of minutes and it fired right back up. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna find some ground locations here and look at that at the very least. To pick on something or not to pick on something, that is the question. Being silly now, but anyway, hopefully, shit. I wish my eyes was better. Sorry about that, people. I really wish my eyes was better, but it is what it is. I need light. In case you're wondering what I'm trying to tell you is, I have a hard time seeing the battery screen, so it's kind of hard for me to point the camera at something and tell you, oh, look at that. Anyway, our red wire, like I said, we got a 4 and we've got a 9. Our 9 is a 50, and I don't like the 9. I don't think. I think it's weak. Then we got the 4 over here, which is a 50. We've got juice, and we got no juice. All right. So the wire here looks kind of a little bit loose. And maybe this time we actually cooked the fuse. Now there's a ground strap over here on the frame. I've looked at that ground strap. The mega fuses, actually let me snip the strap so you can actually see a little bit better. Gotta start somewhere. Of course, we're going to have the people that would say now, well, I would have looked at the fuses right away. Okay, whatever. You look at the fuses right away. Anyway. You know, with this, I guess that's not that bad. I don't know. Maybe it isn't a ground problem. I mean, it is a 2018 and it's not rusted, you know, but that doesn't mean it couldn't have a ground problem somewhere. And that's the red wire is the one that supplies everything, like the DLC and all that good stuff. So this is not gonna, it ain't gonna start. Nothing. No key detected, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah. That's kind of where we're at. I don't know what happened, though. I mean, it is curious what happened here that all of a sudden went out on me, and now it's not coming back like it did before. Maybe it was on the way out. I don't know. Who knows? Current draw, I guess. We could measure current draw on that wire. Be on the safe side to see what we can see on that, to make sure that we're not low. I don't want to jack around with that too much. It doesn't feel loose. You should unhook the battery. Really? Oh, okay. That don't look bad. Make a fool out of me anyway, so. All right, did you see that? Did you literally just see that? I don't have the wire on there. I don't care about the wire. So, ladies and gentlemen, here you go. We got power. This part right here don't have anything to do with the car running. That kind of should go without saying, because it's a body control module. The car will keep running. Has no effect on it. Now I gotta figure out what's going on. It is the fuse, maybe. So, of course, we already knew that part. Wrong one, fella. Don't take that 100. Matter of fact, I'm gonna check all these. This is pretty loose right here. I don't like that. If my noggin is in the way, I do apologize. Big head, you know. Sorry about the shaking. So we're living right here. Of course, you've got the electrical cord up here in the way, and well, I guess that's better right there. So we're living right here. Don't worry, it's all power. There ain't no ground around here. Shove that back into that piece of plastic down here with the foam. We had a while ago. They can hang out right there. But yeah. Come on. Not moving. It doesn't look like it's dirty. It certainly doesn't look like it's blown, at least not from where I'm standing. But, oh, enough lollygagging around. We'll get us one of them, see what happens. Sometimes you just gotta have faith. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not kidding about having faith. You gotta have faith, but so well, I am gonna go ahead and get a fuse though, and see if I drive that vehicle a little bit. It doesn't. It would be hard for me to show you that. I mean, that it doesn't look like it's bad, but that doesn't mean anything. So, pause you up. So, well, I can tell you this guy here. Like I said, this is. I think I said that's car lot. So they want the vehicle back. They, as a matter of fact, I think the vehicle is sold. So they are needing to get it back. So I won't be able to do the video, the proof to y'all. That's what it is. I wish we could play with this. I wish there was something I can do to play with this, but I don't think like a light bulb or anything like that. I don't think that's going to be enough power to get this thing hot enough to fail. No, I don't think that. I don't think that'll do it. That may be an option if there is. I can't think of anything, but anyway, I think the part where y'all were you seen it. I mean, all of a sudden this thing comes back on. Contacts are clean, very, very clean. I mean, this is a Southern car. There's no crusties or rust or anything like that. You know, there's no such a thing of that. All of the cables are clean. They're nice and bright. So, I mean, that's obviously what it is. I wish we could do something different, and we may be able to. I just don't know what at this particular time. So you just gonna have to take my word for it. And well, that was short, but it is what it is. Maybe that happens to somebody else, and it's again my approach to this was the fact that I lost power on the DLC. You know, I looked it up, and knowing the body control module is actually the one that powers it, and it was a long shot, I guess, to put the test light on the wire, but it panned off. Actually, to be clear on it, I did have the test light on the other wire, so the test light actually didn't go out. It's only when I stuck it on the other wire, and I thought, this is out. One is good, the other one's out. I thought that was a little bit weak on the yellow, but I guess that was just me looking at it the way I was looking at it, I guess. Whatever, but anyhow, like, subscribe, comments. What would you do different? You know, do you have a different diagnostic approach? This one here, 30 minutes, fix the car. So, you know, and that being said, let that be a lesson. You know, don't tell your mechanic what you want them to do unless you don't trust your mechanic at all. Let them do diagnostics. You know, diagnostics is not that expensive compared to throwing all this stuff in it. You know, we've done. You know, somebody got to pay for it. You know, take a glove box out, putting the module in, programming the module, setting all the parameters on the vehicle. Body control module requires three steps basically to get it going. So you know, it takes a minute. Somebody's going to pay for it, you know, and let that be a lesson to you. You know, don't skimp out on diagnostics. Diagnostics, you know, that's an important thing. You know that. Nah, I don't. You know, if you got somebody that says we've been working on it 6 days and we ain't figured it out yet, well, you know, that's there comes a time when you this got to cut your losses, but this is not that hard to figure out. I don't think so, and I know if I can figure it out. There's got to be a lot of other people that can figure something like that out very easily. So anyway, we'll see you on the next one. Like, subscribe, comments. You know where to put them. Quick update on the whole fuse situation. I ended up doing an amperage test on it. When I started the vehicle up, I had the Pico hooked up to it, and we were doing about 11 and something and some change, so 11 some change amps what we were drawing on that fuse, and the fuse has fixed the vehicle. Anyway, I figured I wanted to add that in there so everybody knows.